Students, welcome to my YouTube channels, My Smart Way. Uh, Today we are going to start about a topic which is the main subject of engineering, mechanical engineering, that is material science. Now, in the material science, the chapter basically we are discussing about heat treatment. Before going to start, I would like to say that please subscribe my channel if you want to get further any other videos, notifications, etc. You will get from these channels. So please subscribe this. Now we are starting the chapter heat treatment. Basically, if you want to know the heat treatment, why heat treatment is required? Heat treatment basically we are required because of if we heat any kind of metals, then the mechanical properties of that metal somehow changes many way. And now why we are choosing the iron, that is also very much important. Iron have two crystal structure form, BCC as well as FCC. Now you know already that BCC means body center cubic crystal structure, FCC means face centered cubic crystal structures. These two kind of crystal structure forms of iron at different temperature will decide also the mechanical properties of iron. Now if we extract the iron ore, it does not have good mechanical properties. So if we heat treat that metal or iron, the mechanical properties of the iron will also improve. So to improve the mechanical properties, we must have to do the heat treatment of iron. Okay, this is very much important. Now heat treatment means, what is the heat treatment? Heat treatment means obviously you have to heat the iron or others metal. Now this heating is not sufficient only to get different mechanical properties of iron. That means if you are heating, that is okay, you get some mechanical properties, that is okay, but if you want to good mechanical properties of iron, you need also the cooling of iron. Now how you are cooling? That means cooling process can be done either fast cool or slow cool, or you can also cool medium type cool. That means suppose we are cooling a heated iron in a furnace, that it will take more than 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. That means cooling rate is very slow. Again, if you take water cool or oil cool, that means the cooling rate will very fast. So cooling rate is also decide the mechanical properties of iron, which will is under it is heat treatment. That means heat treatment basically have two categories. One, at what temperature we are heating the iron, as well as at how fast or slow we are cooling the iron. This will decide the mechanical properties of iron, good properties. Okay, now in this case we are discussing about the cooling curve of iron. What is the cooling curve? If you want to draw the cooling curve, you have to plot the horizontal and vertical line like this way. See, horizontal and vertical. Horizontal line will in horizontal line you have to show that is time. In horizontal line you have to show time, and in vertical line you have to show temperature. In vertical line you have to show temperature. Okay. So time versus temperature diagram of iron is cooling curve. Okay, now this cooling curve can be drawn very easily. How? You have to take first some steps. How the steps can be taken? Here you have to take 4 steps like this way. So this is the 4 steps where you have to plot the cooling curve of iron. Now, before going to remember the cooling curve, you need to know that at what temperature this cooling curve can be drawn. Cooling curve temperature, you have to remember this temperature because in all heat treatment process throughout any topics you have to know this temperature. So starting this temperature is 768 degrees centigrade, this is 910 degrees centigrade, this is 1400 degree centigrade, and this is 1539 degree centigrade. So this 4 temperature you have to remember. One is 768, another 910, another 1400, another 1539 degree centigrade. This 4 temperature is very much important, whether it is iron carbon equilibrium diagram or any other heat treatment curve. You need to know this 4 temperature. Okay, now these 4 steps, how is they are doing? See, up to 768 degrees centigrade temperature, if you heat the iron, what will be the form of iron? The form of iron basically up to 768 degrees centigrade temperature is alpha iron. Now you have to know what is alpha iron. Alpha iron have another name, that is the ferrite. Alpha iron have another name, that is the ferrite. Remember this. Okay. Now what will be the crystal structure form of alpha iron? Alpha iron have the crystal structure form, that is BCC. Now BCC means, I have already told you that you need to know this crystal structure chapter in material science. First chapter is crystal structure chapter, where you will understand the various kinds of crystal structure, BCC, FCC, HCP, or simple cubic crystal structure. BCC means body center cubic crystal structure, and you already know that in BCC the number of average atom is basically 2. How? Basically 2. If you see the body center cubic crystal structure formation, this one is the cube. If you see, at every corner 1/8 of each atom are contained in a crystal structure, and one whole atom is contained at the center of crystal structure. So 1/8 into 8, that means 1, and one whole atom, that is 1. So total 2 atom, number of atom is 2 in BCC crystal structure, you can see. And another most important properties, that is in alpha iron, that is called magnetic property. Magnetic property. So this is the mechanical property. At up to 768 degrees centigrade temperature, iron have the magnetic property. But after 768 degrees centigrade temperature, that means if you heat above the 768 degree temperature up to 910 degrees centigrade temperature, the formations of iron, means whether structure or this formations, alpha iron will remain alpha iron, BCC remains BCC, and ferrite means ferrite. Okay, it does not change the formations or crystal structures. That means number of atom is also same. Number of atom is also 2. That is also same. All the properties are same. Only one property is changes. That is magnetic property. Magnetic property changes. That means it is non-magnetic. Non-magnetic. Non-magnetic, that means at 768 degree centigrade temperature, iron loses its magnetic property. So this 768 degree centigrade temperature is very much important, and this temperature is called Curie point. This 768 degree centigrade temperature is called Curie point. So Curie point is at 768 degree centigrade temperature when iron loses its magnetic property. So this is the Curie point. Okay, now if you heat at 910 degree centigrade temperature, the pure iron will changes its form. The alpha iron will changes to gamma iron. Alpha iron changes to gamma iron, and this gamma iron have a specific name, that is austenite. Gamma iron have a austenite. Not only that, this BCC, body center cubic crystal structure, is also changes its forms, that becomes FCC. So crystal structure transformation is happened here, that is FCC. And in case of FCC, what will be the number of atom? We know already. The FCC have the number of atom, that is equals to number of atom, it equals to 4. You already know the FCC. If you take a cube, in all the corner have 1/8 and 1/8 portion of any atom. In every face have half portion of the atom. So face, number of faces is 6, and half portion, that is the 3, and one atom at all corner, 1/8 into 8, that is equal to 1. Total number of atom in case of FCC, that is the 4. So you already know in the first chapter of material science, crystal structure, and obviously non-magnetic property will also remain. So after 768 degree centigrade temperature, the iron loses its magnetic property, and it will never come back if you heat above 768 degree centigrade. So this is non-magnetic also remain. Now if you heat above the 1400 degree centigrade temperature or at 1400 degree centigrade temperature, again this gamma iron will also changes. Gamma iron becomes delta iron. Remember, gamma iron becomes delta iron. This delta iron have same name, that is the ferrite. It is also called ferrite. So whether it is alpha or delta, it is also ferrite. As it is ferrite, so FCC will becomes obviously BCC, and the number of atom will be 2. Okay, so at 1400 degree centigrade up to 1539 degree centigrade, the gamma iron becomes to delta iron, that is the ferrite, and FCC crystal structure formation transform into BCC crystal structure formation. Okay, and number of atom will becomes 2. Now what will happen? This is the 4th step already I have covered. Now if we heat above the 1539 degree centigrade, then what will happen? If you heat the iron above 1539 degree centigrade, the solid iron becomes liquid. That means the pure iron have the melting temperature 1539 degree centigrade. So above the 1539 degree centigrade, solid iron becomes liquid, or it is melted. Okay, so this is the total formations or cooling curve. Okay, now what will be the transformations of iron? I have already told you it is the cooling curve, not the heating curve. So cooling curve means though I am started from below to high temperature, but you have to explain all these things by cooling iron. Cooling means you have to go from upper to lower temperature. That means upper to lower temperature, how it is transformed, it is very much important. At 1539 degree centigrade temperature in this curve, this is the horizontal line. This horizontal lines denote as a horizontal line will denotes as a transformation process. Transformation process. Okay, so this horizontal line will denote as a transformation process. Now transformation means what type of transformation is taking place when it is 1539 degrees centigrade. At that temperature, what will be the transformation? From liquid to solid, because here the iron is solid, here the iron is liquid. So solid to liquid to solid means the phase transformation or state transformation takes place. At 1539 degrees centigrade, the state transformation takes place. State transformation. And liquid becomes solid. Transformation is liquid to solid. And in second case, here solid to solid, obviously solid is not changing, but the delta iron becomes gamma iron. So this transformation is also BCC to FCC. So BCC to FCC means here it is crystal structure transformation. Crystal structure transformation. Okay, crystal structure transformation. That means crystal structure transformation BCC to FCC. Okay, and what will happen? Delta iron becomes gamma iron. Delta iron means ferrite and gamma iron means austenite. And in this case, if you see, in this case, what will happen? In this case, the transformation is again crystal structure transformation. Crystal structure transformation, and FCC becomes BCC. FCC becomes BCC. And last one, this transformation is basically magnetic transformation. Last one is the magnetic transformation. Okay, so at 1539 degrees centigrade temperature, state transformation occurred. That means solid iron becomes liquid iron. At 1400 degrees centigrade temperature, the crystal structure transformation takes place. That is BCC of iron of BCC becomes to FCC iron. Again at 910 degrees centigrade temperature, FCC becomes to BCC. This is also crystal structure transformation. And at 768 degrees centigrade temperature, iron magnetic transformation takes place. That means non-magnetic iron becomes magnetic at 768 degree centigrade temperature. So this is the whole cooling curve. You need to remember all these transformation during iron carbon equilibrium diagram. So in the next class I will discuss about iron carbon equilibrium diagram, where all these transformation as well as this temperature is very much important, and I will write all this temperature. Okay, so just pause the video and take all these screenshot and remember all this temperature as well as transformation. Thank you.